one. I watched this one. I watched this one. I watched this one. I watched this one. What's this one? I watched this one.
It's gonna play, Declan. Don't worry. This thing seems fine. I don't know. The Cobra Sahili deck I'm just not a huge fan of. Just because it's like, it's more combo focused, less value driven. And like, I feel like if you want a more combo focused deck, you should just play a different deck that's not that. Who's our partner commander, right? So, smells like lands. Do I want to take this bolt and just point it upstairs? I kind of do, right? That's probably like all this bolt is doing at this point. I'm gonna grab a Volk since we have a bunch of Volks. I could actually put this Gurmag Angler into play, right? I could be really aggressive here. I could Brainstorm, and then the Fireblast puts 3 cards in my graveyard. Why didn't the next one play? There we go.
Hey, no.
Well, thanks for the resub, Loot Zombie. Sometimes you need to refresh the browser because you have to manually send the sub notification. Delver's pretty good. That line loses to Maze really hard. That's fair. I'm gonna throw back Daze and Daze at this point, I think. And then just go ahead and cast this Delver out here. Kind of sucks against Punishing Fire, but I think that's fine. I'm just gonna go ahead and Daze this. Yep. Going on, Saw 3. I think I'm going to crack this for Badlands here. And the reason why I'm doing this rather than playing the Underground Sea back out is because I'd like to, if my opponent tries to Wasteland me next turn, just Fireblast them in response, which requires I have 2 mountains. And then I'd also like to shuffle that extra Daze away that's on top of my deck right now. So if we get a couple of hits in here with Gurmag Angler before they start base, I guess that would be ideal. I don't understand. They don't know what they're doing apparently. Okay, sure. This is a Mazavith, I assume, so I'm just gonna go ahead and force this. Could be a Wasteland too, but I just like don't want them to have a maze in play. I want to get my hits in here. Yep, that's fine. I don't really care about that. Sweet, so we're getting at least 1 hit in here, which is kind of great for us. And then I think at this point I'm just going to play the other one out here, just be super aggressive. So yeah, I have to play this Fireblast in order to cast this. So we're going to do this, and then cast by sacrificing 2 mountains. So blast you, sack these, which this exposes us to Tabernacle a little bit, but I think that's fine. I think we just want to like put them dead to not having anything. So hopefully they don't like hit the nuts here and like wasteland us plus do other stuff to us, but I think it's definitely right to just like put them dead on board. Like, don't maze me, don't tabernacle me, please. That's no maze, no tabernacle on the dredge. I think it's right to just make them have it here. they had a maze or a tabernacle, they probably would have played it last turn, right? Although I guess if they had a tabernacle, maybe they would have held it, because tabernacle. Okay, Glacial Chasm's a card that lets them buy some time here. This says they don't take damage without a creatures can't attack you. Yep. Without a exploration, the Glacial Chasm isn't free. So they took a draw step. That's good for us. This is a donation deck list. Oh, I guess the Thespian stage lets them kind of skate this for a little bit, right? Which is good for them. The Fireblast is a great draw. That means if we hit another mountain, we could be in a really good spot. So they're gonna copy their Glacial Chasm here, or they're not. They're just paying. Oh, waiting till their turn lets them avoid paying the health here, right? That's what this line does. Okay, that makes sense. I think they have another Thespian stage in their hand. And they're taking draw steps because they've realized that they need to mountain. Ha ha! Ha ha! That's excellent. I really don't think lands is that sweet of a deck. I feel like lands used to be a really sweet deck, but like ever since it got this combo kill in it, it just feels to be like it's just another random shitter combo deck. Doesn't feel like it's doing anything particularly interesting anymore. It's just like this pseudo prison deck that like has this fast combo kill. Yeah. The fact that we're at 22 here is really relevant too. Yeah, I'm not a fan of lands. It's basically a Tron deck, just like super skewed matchups all around. I think even with Unburial Rites, Gifts is kind of cool. Like, that's slow and clunky. Like, it's like kind of like, I'd compare it more to Storm, like how Storm is with Gifts. Throw those back, can't attack them. So we'll just get to burn them out here. Wait, does this still have a counter on it? Oh, it has no ice counters on it. It technically has a counter on it. Let's stop on their upkeep just in case they have a just in case they have another crop rotation for something stupid. All right, got him. I'm excited for this deck. How much have I missed? We're just starting. First match, first game. This is definitely a price matchup. Is this a surgical extraction matchup? I'm always kind of torn on this. Because, like, this deck can't actually... I guess we have Diabolic Edict. Nah, this is probably a surgical matchup. It's like, it's tough for us to tag their combo in a deck like this. Oh, we have Vapor Snag, too. There should probably be another... I feel like I'd want another Vapor Snag or something like that in this deck. They have magic cards, bring in the extractions, right? This is probably a chain lightning out matchup. I definitely want the forces. I think the dazes are too slow though. I'm okay with this. Price of Progress with no basics is actually pretty common in these decks. You bring it in against 4-color control and lands. It's not quite strictly better, right? Because sometimes you want to unsummon your own things. Sometimes you want to unsummon your own things. Well, this is probably a Pithing Needle matchup too, right? That can name Wasteland and it can name can name other things. This is probably fine. Gurmag Angler was great there, just like doing an impersonation of a card, just like not dying to their punishing fires, which was great. It was a real pretty big upside to that card there. Yeah, you can name Thespian Stage or Wasteland depending on like what's your better position to beat in a given game. Seems okay. Delver plus stuff. Blue mana, Brainstorm, fetch land's kind of a hard hand to put back regardless of what the other details are. Dude, sometimes it's got a buffer, I know. The YouTube player sucks. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. If they punish our Delver here, we just get to Surgical it right away, which is nice. There's a big fish. Sounds great. I'm going to lead on the Underground Sea because I'd rather my non-mountains get Wastelanded first here, I think. Is he dead, Jim? He's dead, Jim. Probably lead on this Brainstorm. I guess you can lead on the Probe now. Just like see what's up. Loam, Depths. Okay, so they have the combo. Loam, Depths, Thicket. Some Spear's not a bad draw. Start a Brainstorm here, see what we find. Force isn't really doing much in this hand. They already have the Depths. Just gonna put back Gurmag Angler plus Force of Will. Do this. Go get Badlands here. They can't waste me off a black. Rishadan port for the turn. We'll see if they want to just go for the combo here or not. We've got a bunch of live draws to blow them out on that line if they do. They did not bring any alternative. They brought in one Tireless Tracker. So if they go for the 2020 here, we're going to need a live draw. But we've got a few of those. Okay, they're just playing the ports. They have Loam, Depths, Thicket in hand. You gonna cast this Loam? Sure. Do I want to Surgical this Loam is a real question. Do I want to Surgical this Loam? I think I do actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I Surgical the Loam, it gives me prowess triggers on these Swiftspears. And it lets me play the Gurmag Angler this turn. Yeah, and they don't have a cycle up right now. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and surgically extract this Loam just because it gives me this other upside here. Go ahead and cast this. On a pretty quick clock here. Yep. All right, we got we have 2 cards in our deck to take this Merit Liege off the table. None of those are them. Can I kill them this turn? They block this. Ponder makes these 3/3s. Fireblast makes these 4/4s. That's not quite lethal, right? Yeah, we're definitely taking the Ponder. The question is the Fireblast lethal? I don't think it is, right? That's only 12 damage if I use the Fireblast. Right? Only 12 damage. Yeah, it's only 12. All right. Crack this fetch and dig some more. 3 fresh looks plus a potential random here. Oh shit, they drew crop rotation. That crop rotation means we're dead, right? Which we're still short anyways here, but like, man, this deck's damage output is kind of nuts, because like this would have been 5, this would have been 13 this turn. But the crop rotation means that they're just going to be able to get Glacial Chasm and beat us, or Maze of Ith, or any number of things. Yeah, I wish I had a third way in my 75 to take a Merit Liege off the table. Another Vapor Snag, another Diabolic Edict, maybe. It's a close game. Opponent brought in Pithing Needles of their own. Wonder what they're hoping to Pithing Needle. It's fine. Not super exciting, but fine. To go Swiftspear on 1 into Swiftspear like start cantripping on 2. Get Taylor Swiftspear in there. Give him the business. Their deck is much better when they have Mox Diamond on 1. Yep, seems good. All right, I guess I'm doing this into Ponder for Surgical. Shuffle those. Do the Vial Smasher anyways. At least he's a 2/3, doesn't die to Punishing Fire. Alright, no Grove's good for us. Do they have a Loam, though? If they have Loam, getting us under Wasteland Lock's gonna kind of suck here. Oh, they just have another Punishing Fire. It's unfortunate for us. That's such a stupid comment. Opponent's not gonna randomly just not block. Like, that's... And past that, they had the crop rotation in their hand. Like... Start sending these upstairs, I guess. I guess I should probably take a Brainstorm here to try and hit the 3rd land for my Vial Smasher next turn. That's probably reasonable. Yeah, sweet. Okay, price is kind of medium right now, but we have to redraw these anyways, so might as well stack them like that. They missed their land drop this turn, which is good for us. Unless they have a Loam in hand. If they have a Loam in hand, it's kind of scary still, but we just get Smasher on the table. I value my time more than hoping they mess up, is the TLDR. We're playing on Magic Online. I value my time more than hoping that they misclick. So this is... So at first spell we cast each turn, it deals damage equals... This counts on their turn too, which is sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and bolt this, which causes this to trigger and deal 1 damage upstairs. So this Price of Progress is currently worth 6 points of damage. Pass the turn here. This Brainstorm will deal a damage to my opponent. God, Fireblast is really fucking insane with this card too, isn't it? No gamble, no future, huh? Force is also kind of hilarious with this card. God, this card seems really sweet in this deck. Gurmag Angler is the nut. Alright, I'm gonna cast this Brainstorm in response here. Try and find a surgical extraction for this wasteland that they're targeting. Perfect. I'm gonna put this back, Go ahead, surgical this, pop this out so I don't miss here.
No.
Target this wasteland. Are they dead? I think they're dead. I think they're dead to this Price of Progress that's on top of our deck, right? Pretty sure. We're gonna deal... Yeah, they are just dead here. Sweet. Yeah, Gurmag Angler straight up deals 7. It's great. So I'm gonna bolt them, untap, price them for whatever amount. Yeah, this deck seems great. Like the idea of it a lot. Getcha. Yeah, partner is a commander thing. Partner is a commander thing. Yeah, so this card says whenever you cast the first spell each turn, it deals damage equal to that card's converted mana cost to a random opponent. Which means, like, these Force of Wills, these Fireblasts, these Gurmag Anglers, they hit for large chunks of damage. Large chunks. This is literally a 10 ball with Vial Smasher out. Literally a 10 ball with Vial Smasher out, which seems kind of insane. Yeah, it's really neat deck. Alright, 10U, I guess. Because, like, most of these are cards you'd want to play anyways, right? And, like, Gurmag Angler is just, like, a fine addition to a deck like this. Like, having this large random beater seems really reasonable. It's actually the reason we won the first game in that match against lands. Yeah, I'm not playing this deck to not keep hands like this. I think Wrath's probably worse than just, like, playing more consistent cards. I think I'm just playing Delver on one here. And then next turn we can go Taylor into Gitaxian Probe. Mulligan to 5. Okay, hopefully that's good for us. Their combo deck, this hand's not amazing, but... It's another lands deck? Weird. I wonder how this matchup is. It's probably not too terrible. This hand is not great against lands, though. Oh, it's this deck. Okay. Alright, well, I mean, missing the flip here kinda sucks, but at the same time, it's like, at least it was missing the flip to a land and not a creature. So, show me what you got. Another Bob and a Baron Morph. So their hand doesn't really do much here, right? I think I'm just gonna Vapor Snag this Dark Confidant. That seem reasonable? I think that seems reasonable. I think I'm just gonna grab UC and Vapor Snag this. Smack you for 4. Opponent's playing, they're a Chalice of the Void, Life from the Loam deck. Is it? I don't think it's Turbo Depths. Turbo Depths doesn't... No, in fact, it's not Turbo Depths. Turbo Depths doesn't play Mox Diamond, and they don't play Cycle Lands. It's 4 color Loam. The Knight of the Reliquary, Liliana of the Veil. Dark Confidant deck. So what if the Delver flips this turn? I think I'm actually just gonna bolt them and like give them the option to chump block with their Bob. It's not aggro loam. There's nothing aggressive about like what our opponent's doing. Our opponent's playing a control deck. Once upon a time, this archetype was something called aggro loam, but that's not the case anymore. All right, so this is card. If I play Taylor here, I can't play Gurmag Angler, and that seems like a mistake. If I play Bolt plus this, it gives me 5 cards, and I can play Gurmag. Grab Badlands here. So yeah, if I play this, I'm 1 card short of flooping Gurmag into play. I think I'd rather floop Gurmag sooner rather than do anything else here. If this Delver was slightly better, we'd be aces right now. I think we're still pretty well off, right? Like we're hitting them for 3 here, and then we've got at least 7 power on board, eventually more. What do we need multiple black mana for? We don't. I just don't want them to waste them. I don't want them to be able to waste us off of black mana is my thought process. Maze of Ith is pretty good. Hopefully we flip to a bolt or something here. All right. Hey, let's fire it up. Let's fire it up, chat. Do I want to bolt this? If I bolt this, I put them to 1. Yeah, I probably just want to do that, right? Although I guess they're just like, yeah, they're just done. They're like, all right, we've had enough of this. All right, pops and smashes come in for sure. This is probably a surgical extraction matchup again. They're usually a punishing fire deck. Swing on bolt face, it is lethal. Is that true? No, that's not true. They still go to 1 because they can chump the 5/5 and maze the Delver, and then they take 7 total. So that's incorrect. Surgical is always good. God bless, chat. Yeah. Bolt face isn't lethal. We could only put them to 1 regardless of how we cut that, but they were probably dead always, like they knew the top 2 cards of their deck. Opponent's deck isn't usually a combo deck. They don't usually play Dark Depths, so I think it's probably safe to cut the Vapor Snag. Probably want some of these. This is just like Gitaxian Probe out. I could just see Chain Lightning out too. That's what we did last time, was we trimmed some Chain Lightnings. Bring in 2 of these. I think that's fine. Seems fine. All right, let's do it. Seems decent. Can smash a Chalice on 1 or a Mox Diamond. We got Probe to take our opponent's pants and pull them down. Let us know what we're supposed to be doing. What angle we're supposed to be attacking from. We get to go Taylor into Gitaxian Probe on 1. Amaze is an activity book for my daughter. Morning, JMM. Opponent's mulligan to 4. That's my favorite thing right after the mulliganing to 3. Yay, magic. We do have Vial Smasher Angler as well. We do. We do have the big fish floops, as we're gonna call it here. We drew another land right away too. We're just so professional this morning. Just the utmost professionalism here so far. Opponent mulligan to 4. We're ripping lands when we keep 1-landers. Just, you know, that's how we do. This is how we do. They scryed bottom too. Their 4 is actually excellent. Decay, Dark, Bayou. Like these are like, that's, if they could pick their 4-card hand, it would probably involve the cards that they have there. Magic Legacy doesn't have non-competitive leagues. There are no friendly leagues in Legacy. It is not a friendly format. See if they decay or they Dark Confidant here. Playing Dark Confidant and Chew against the burn deck's a little bold. Play the Dark Confidant. Okay. I guess they figure they have to unmulligan here. Do I want to kill this Bob? So you get to probe them and find out. What'd they draw? They draw Groves. They have Grove, Decay. I kind of want to just kill the Bob, right? Their deck has so many 0 drops in it. I just don't want them to draw out of their bad start. Gosh, we're so close to being able to play the Gurmag Angler this turn too. If we'd had one more Phyrexian mana spell, we'd have been able to ship the fish in. What did Bob ever do to you? More confidants, okay. No blocks, bold, I like it. I'm supposed to just smash her, right? Or sorry, I'm supposed to just fish here, right? Yeah, they have decay. I feel like I'm supposed to just like windmill this fish. Just like try and kill them. Like the Vial Smasher's just gonna eat a dick, so I don't think I want to do that. Die in a blaze. Opponent's deck is generally a Chalice of the Void deck, so we brought in the Smash the Smithereens because they're a Chalice of the Void deck most often. This is a Knight of the Reliquary, little baby 3/3 Knight. It's unfortunate we don't have a blue card for this. Do I want to attack with Big Fish here? Actually not sure. Opponent's hand shaped up well. That's not how Vial Smasher works, Cheesy. That's not how Vial Smasher works. You can't go Vial Smasher and then cast Gurmag and get 7. That's not. If Magic the Gathering worked that way, we would wait, but that's not how Magic the Gathering works. So I think if I attack with the fish, they're just gonna chump with their Bob, but that's probably still a fine. That's probably still a fine exchange for us. I'm just supposed to smash with the fish here, and then cast both of these. Yeah, I think that's their line. No, I think they're just jumping with the Bob. I think at 10 they just can't afford to go to 5. So we'll grab a Volk and a UC here and go Smasher Swiftspear. I kind of wish... It's a shame we don't have a blue card, because if we had a blue card, we could totally just, like, use the Force of Will as a deal U5, which would be sweet. So this is almost certainly eating a decay this turn. The Knight of the Reliquary can fetch up a Maze of Ith, which kind of sucks. So that's like a pseudo removal spell for one of our things. The Knight's also just gonna like grow kind of out of control. So at this point, we're hoping to rip like Fireblasts and that type of thing. So long Vial Smasher, I hardly knew ya. Never even got to get your Smashy on. So sad. So sad. Another Volk. I guess that lets us hardcast Force of Will, right? I guess that lets us hardcast Force of Will. I assume this is just getting Maze of Ith here. They might also like block and trade, but I assume they just want to get Maze of Ith. Wow, they drew Swords to Plowshares. Stop it. Probably should have done that on your turn, opponent. The classic Chalice of the Void Swords to Plowshares deck. Yeah, price would be a sweet draw, except for the fact that, whoa, they're trading here? That's really, do they not have a Maze of Ith in their deck? Maybe they're just like blocking and then mazing me anyways, just for like the bad click value. I do have to be careful because like I have 5 lands in play and like Pop does 10 to me right now. Okay, yeah, they do have a maze. It's like, why didn't we just maze my thing? I am confused. No, they almost certainly have Chalice. This archetype always plays Chalice. No, I don't think you could board out Chalice against my deck full of, yeah, wasteland me! Make my Pop do less to me. Things are not looking good for our hero, chat. Things are not looking good for our hero. So opponent mulligan low this game, but we've also drawn pretty poorly. How many lands are in this deck? 18, 19, 17. So we're through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 of our 17 lands and 19 cards. And there were 4 fetches in there, so I guess we didn't technically draw all of these, but it's still pretty close. No, they could have knighted for a fetch land to make their knight a 5/5 to trade with my Gurmag Angler. It was only a 3/3 to start. So that's why I didn't attack this turn, because their knight could get bigger than my thing this turn. Cabal Pit! Getcha. He's dead, Jim. This knight's gonna close pretty quickly. Opponent's gonna slam the door pretty hard here. Another wasteland, gross. Pretty obligated to chump block here. I believe we're drawing dead at this point. I guess I can Brainstorm into Fireblast plus Bolt here. So we'll take another turn. Or I can Brainstorm into Pop plus Bolt here. So I'm going to chump block here. And the reason why I'm chump blocking... Oh, weird. Why didn't they attack me? Oh, chat, are we gonna steal it? Are we gonna steal it, chat? Hey, we got some live ones here. We got some live ones, chat. Yeah, I agree. They stopped attacking right when I mentioned price of progress on stream. Can we get him? Can we get him? It's unfortunate. Oh. I don't want these surgicals, I just want more reach in my deck. Declan Scott, stop throwing that right now, or I'm taking it away. Look, some people care way more about having some fun bucks rather than you know, getting better and practicing at Magic. There's a lot of, there aren't that many opportunities to play Legacy and Paper Magic, so like these fun bucks are all they're playing for, right? Yeah, that's their right, you know? They're right to do that. They're perfectly allowed. Now we get to appreciate Heteronics, ain't that the truth? They are in fact a Chalice deck, like I said. I mean, they just drew poorly. Like, you know, sometimes your cards don't line up. They drew Swords to Plowshares for their turn. Yep. Loop a big fish into play here. It's annoying. By annoying, I mean get Daze, dickhead. Nice, nice. The post Daze land drop. That's my favorite. The post Daze land drop of shame. Just this is my dark unhappy spot. Hope you draw Swords to Plowshares next turn. Chalice on 1.deck. If you draw Swords to Plowshares next turn. You hold the land to not show the shame. That's when you have to ask yourself, chat. Has progress gone too far? Have we paid too high of a price for the progress that we currently have? It's the question you got to ask yourself. Have we paid too high of a price for the progress that we've had in Legacy? I feel like maybe our opponent has. Maybe they've paid the price of progress. All right, thank you everyone for hanging out here today. My name is Jeff Hoagland. We're hanging out playing some Legacy Vial Smasher Burn this morning. If you're enjoying what you see, please make sure you hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything else so that people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon. Those are the absolute best ways you could support my content here. They allow me to do what I do as often as I do. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors, mtgotraders.com. Would love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you, and if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout, then you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you get 12% of custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, bags, etc. And finally, this stream is made possible by viewers like Anoronics and you. Anoronics would like to remind you to hit that follow button if you're enjoying what you see. At any rate, we're 2-0 with Grixis Vial Smasher so far. Let's pop on into our third match here and see how the rest of the league goes. Just going to be a short morning stream this morning, and then I'll be back this afternoon with our normal long Friday afternoon stream. This is a pretty easy mulligan, right? We're on the play and don't have a blue source. This hand's like not exciting, but it's a keep. Happy to see some fiery justice served to go, Sheik, with the big bits. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Bottom the crap out of that land. I don't think I want to play. I guess I could probe into a 1-drop. I might as well. I probably should have done this before I played my land. You built a thing. That's pretty sweet. God, is it just like Lands Day? Is that what is today? Was today made Lands Day and nobody told me? Is it Mox Diamond Day on Magic Online? Did nobody tell me that it was Mox Diamond Day? That's sweet. Did we miss? I feel like I've missed a memo. I feel like an It's Mox Diamond Day memo went out, and then out. Yeah, the prices in the board have looked stellar so far. They don't have, so their hand right now is Mox, Punishing Fire, one card we don't know. I get to lead on these. Leading on these fetches is great here because they can't waste me off a fetch, and then next turn I'll get to floop the Vial Smasher into play, which is nice. If they hit a loam, we're gonna be in trouble, but if they don't hit a loam here, we could be okay. They drew fucking loam. God, they drew fucking loam. Of course they drew loam. Death Panda with the $5 donation. Thank you very much. Enjoy your stuff. Keep doing it. Thanks for the support. I appreciate that. That's the reason I'm able to keep doing the stuff that we do here. I have to be careful with this one because they can make red mana. You have to be careful with that one. I'm gonna grab a Vulcan, a Badlands here. Play this Vial Smasher and hope he can go the distance. It's fine. You have 17 Lotus Petals in your deck, right? Each of these is 4. So... they're kinda 4. I'm gonna get taken off all my lands pretty quickly here. Yeah, if they hadn't drawn the Life from the Loam there, we probably would be in a pretty amazing spot. I don't have Price of Progress in my main deck. There's 2 copies in the sideboard, though. Yeah, I'm just gonna concede. This isn't worth our time. So we're pretty dead. Their hand was awful, and they drew Life from the Loam, and it was fine. Sad day. So extractions are good. Edict is good. Cut these Chain Lightnings out of my deck, and cut these Dazes out of my deck. Leave 2 Chain Lightnings in. I don't really like Daze in this matchup. Force is fine, though. That seems good. Oh yeah, Pithing Needle's good. Yeah, Pithing Needle's 10 out of 10 good. Yay, they fixed the resubmit bug. Yay, Magic Online fixing bugs. No, I don't think Smash the Smithereens is very good in this matchup. I don't think it's worth bringing in against like just Mox Diamond. I'd like bringing in Smash if they have like Chalice and stuff. So, like maybe if they show us they bring in something like Sphere of Resistance, I'll consider bringing in Smash the Smithereens. But I think on average, I just like don't want that. Hand's decent. I'm gonna hold these probes for now because my first turn play is gonna be the same regardless of what I draw. Like, I don't think there's anything in my deck I could draw that would make me not play Delver on one. So I'm gonna hold these so I can get a little bit more information out of them. Like, I don't have to worry about my opponent's not playing a Chalice of the Void deck. If they play something like Sphere of Resistance, I might want to force that anyways. So, I think it's all upside to wait on these probes. No, I don't think that's true with them at 20. We're just not going to have lands very quickly. Maybe I'm supposed to force the exploration there. I can see that being the case. A fucking tilt. Dark Depths, Crucible, Gamble. Well, the rest of their hand is pretty rancid, right? Am I forcing a gamble next turn? It kind of feels like I'm forcing a gamble, right? Anyone else? Anyone else think we're forcing a gamble? Crucible, Depths, Gamble. Forcing this is probably better than forcing a gamble. Want to like guaranteed keep them off of mana? Or 1 in 4 to lose what they get here. For us, they got staged. That makes sense. That makes sense. I don't think I want to draw that even with the Vial Smasher in hand. I think our average draw is probably better than that. Even cantrips here are good. Delver's okay. That's a beating. They flip these dudes. God, that's so ridiculous. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. Get a Volk here to max our, What are we hoping for them to hit here? Just like more explorations and more drops of honey, basically? So if I flip this Delver, this is worth an 8-ball right now. So hopefully we flip to like Lightning Bolt, and I think we kill them with a Bolt. God, that is so ridiculous. Can we please just hit a spell? Please? Please? Do I just pop them now for 8? I'm probably just supposed to pop them for 8 now, right? Because like if they draw mana producing land, they can get rid of 2 of their lands in response to pop. So I think we're supposed to just pop them now. Yeah, Fish would have been lethal there. Bolt would have been lethal. Just so many lethal draws. The spell count in this deck high. The problem is they're not going to stage at sorcery speed, and I want to guaranteed play my Price of Progress this turn because I want the trigger off of it. God bless us, everyone. God bless us, everyone. Take it, take it, take it. They have fucking crop rotation for Glacial Chasm. I guess I should wait here. I guess I should wait. I don't know why I was so excited to have finally drawn a spell. I should have known they'd have drawn a spell too. Yep. Magic. I guess I should have just waited on the bolt. Who's the lands player now? And they have Glacial Chasm Exploration stage set up now. I believe that locks us out. I believe that locks us out. Okay. Those are pretty good hits. So I can Pithing Needle Thespian stage here. I think I just passed the turn here. I'm just supposed to pass the turn. All right, so I'm gonna crack this and then Brainstorm in response here. Try and find a Bolt or a Fireblast. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna put back this. We'll draw that fetch land. We'll cast the Gurmag Angler. Yeah, come on. Come on. They have a Mazavith, maybe. Actually not sure offhand. They hit 2 Ghost Quarters there. So they need to Chasm or do something to prevent from dying to the Gurmag Angler. I'm not actually sure if they have a maze. Drop a Honey dies when there's no creatures in play. When there's no creatures in play, drop a Honey goes away. Come on. Fireblast and bolts. Yeah! Woo! What a fucking spooky ghost. Oh, man. Playing Legacy Online is such a hoot. Just like has let this go every single turn. Alright, we're 1-1 against people. Against people ghosting. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I was going to.
Hey, change the diaper real quick. Ghost toys are sweet. Icky. Alright, let's dive back in. Ugh. Got him. Look at that. My mods got him too. It's my favorite. That's fine. I don't think we're going to play much more Legacy on this stream. The modern videos are more popular anyways, and just mono ghosted. Man, I'm not timing people out, I'm banning them. This isn't a democracy, it's a dictatorship. And I'm the dick. I put the dick in dictator. Don't tell me what I should and shouldn't do. This is my channel. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. Hashtag America. Bottom that. It's pretty good. Nice and aggressive on the play. Yeah. Yeah, I think I think because a lot of people that are playing Legacy don't have paper events that they're preparing for, so like the only thing they care about is winning their fun points online. So like their goal isn't to get better at playing Magic, their goal is to win fun points. I think there's also something to be said about the fact that like it's probably easier to recognize that people are ghosting in Legacy because of some of the situations that come up. I love just, it's Legacy days are my favorite because I get to ban a bunch of people. It's like my favorite pastime. Tilt can't take this Delver. I guess I get to go Daze, Delver, Daze, and then like draw the Daze this turn. I think they have a plow based on their paw. Oh, I should have chained lightning here because I'm casting it at sorcery speed anyways. That was a misclick. Yeah, that's exactly right, Hours. That's exactly right. People who don't contribute anything don't get to try and tell me how to run my stream. Sorry. Valley is a tough nut here. Fortunately, can't Daze because Cavern of Souls. I think it's just Chain Lightning smash them. The Delver's guaranteed to flip, though. I'm gonna lead on attacking here, and if they block, I'll bolt their face. What's going on, Chad Jackson? Thanks for making us all laugh. Why didn't we bring in Surgical? asking the real questions. There might have been merit to just jamming the Delver there, just because, like, I know it's guaranteed to flip and these Dazes aren't doing anything. I usually give mod swords to people that have been here for 12 months. You don't want to attach a donation amount to mod swords because then like people could donate whatever that amount is and just like be a total dick with it. Although it's hard to be a bigger dick than I am, so like that's a tough line. I'm not sure that we can beat whatever this Stoneforge Mystic is getting game one. Hey, Assistathar with that brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I do appreciate that. As always, subs are the best way you can support my content here. What did we snag there? Mizawa's Jurgit, yep. Yeah, so it looks like I'm gonna get punished for having burned the Chain Lightning when I did. See if we're lucky and can finally flip a... Nope, actually just can never flip a fucking Delver to save my life. Alright, we're done here. If we flip the Delver, we might have been able to, like, Chain Lightning the Thalia for tempo, and then, like, try and get in there, but without that happening, it's just really not happening. So Smash is good, Needle's good, Grim is good. This board's a little bit... This board's a little bit medium compared to... Yeah, 2015 Jeff definitely felt more attached to his results than I do. Now we just ban people for being idiots. We don't get into fights with them. We used to get into fights with people more often. Now it's just easier to ban them and move on with my life. 2015 Jeff was really stupid. He spent a lot of time shoveling buckets of food into trolls' mouths. 2018 Jeff is much smarter and thinner. He just bans people. Yeah, I don't think I'm playing Delver at the tournament. I think I'm leaning towards, like, Jund or 4-color control. I think I'm leaning towards Jund or 4-color control. There might have been merit towards playing the Delver on 2 when I attacked it and they had they chumped with the Thalia. Just because, like, I knew the Delver was going to flip and I'd get more mileage out of it. So I think that was a mistake that game. I think I shouldn't have offered the Swiftspear trade and I should have just, like, played the Delver on 2 knowing I'd flip it. I think the problem with the Teamer Bedlam deck is that I feel like the Teamer Bedlam deck's just like a touch too much of a metagame deck. And by that, I mean, hey, J Shrimp, that 3-month, $4.99 resubscription. Thanks a lot and welcome back. I do appreciate that. The Bedlam deck feels like it just has a pretty bad matchup against random chaff, and there's just so much random chaff in Legacy. Let's force this one. So that's what the forces are in the deck for, right? Vials and swords. I don't think I want to aggressively brainstorm here. Not that we'll flip without aggressively. Yes, never, ever flip a Delver. All right, hopefully we find a blue source. God bless America, my country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. At least we hit the blue source on the shuffle there, right? We've got that going for us. Maybe we caught him on a greeter since they went colorless source Vial. Why are we playing future? It's a question I often ask myself. We get better skull. Yep, we're probably gonna chain lightning this. It's great. It's great. Can we run them down? Just Delver them out here. I think I wanna chain lightning here just because this is the instant. I don't understand. This card has a different mode. I put 1/1s for 1 in my deck. This is not the card I registered today. This is not the card I registered this morning. Flicker Wisp. Oh no! Oh no! Flicker Wisp! That's so up. See, opponent knows what's up. They know I could never in a million years flip this Delver a second time, so they're flipping it back. Do I want to brainstorm here and just like force the Delver flip? I almost do, right? I think we just need to aggro them out here. Holy crap, are we gonna flip a Delver on our own? That's so good for us. Just show them the bolt that they already know about. All right, sweet. We're gonna be dead next turn. Hopefully, fingers crossed they'll be dead next turn. We did it, we did it, we did it, hooray! Oh no, don't be a farmer, Delver. I prefer you as a Delver. Another Mystic. That's not the worst. We've got the Smash on top of our deck. Yeah, it worked out much better to... It worked out much better to just, like, stay home and make content while Indy was going on. The Modern content has been so huge since they unbanned. The Modern as a format has just been fantastic with these unbannings. I've really, really been enjoying the format change since they... that's unfortunate. What if I take this and please don't turn my Delver into a farmer, opponent. Please don't turn my Delver into a farmer. He's really not into plowing fields. Oh, I knew about the Jitty. That's a pretty big punt. It's a pretty big punt. I guess I could have drawn a source, right? We weren't gonna draw a source ever. That was a premature concession, but we weren't gonna draw out of it. It was a premature concession, but we weren't gonna get punished for it. All right, the old 2-0 into 2-2. This deck still seems neat. I don't know. I'm kind of medium on it now that I've discovered that I can't play Vial Smasher in paper. You can't play this card in paper because they don't make non-foil copies of it, and the foil copies are all marked. Yeah, that's true. That's true too, FJed. The stream's kind of taken off, which is sweet. I get to spend more time doing this. I'm still working out the details, but I think I am actually going to be looking into getting a babysitter for the afternoons when I'm home, so that way the kids can be in the other room and not screaming while I'm doing my afternoon streams. That would be ideal. Reinvest some of that money we're getting from content into making better content. Explain marked, please. The commander foil cards all curl to shit, and they don't make them in non-foil, so you literally, like, Vial Smashers and Kess whatevers, you just literally can't get them in a form where they're not marked, basically. Yeah, but on the other floor you don't hear them. Sleeve your whole deck with top loaders. I'm excited for your viewership to plummet without the abundant. Decklid's the real whisperer here. What do you think we come here for? No, that's not an option. 5 CR4, that's against the tournament rules. Which is kind of sad because, like, the way this deck is played, I could see myself wanting to practice this deck a little bit more and play it, but realistically, I just can't play Vial Smasher in paper, so it's not an option. Could I curl the rest of my cards to the point? The problem is I'm not going to find anyone to give me dual lands with the speech of, I'm planning to curl these to match my Vial Smashers. Can I still borrow your 4 Volcanic Islands? Extra democracy for BB Jund. Thank you very much. I'm pretty sure we're going to play Jund tonight. I got to confirm that Matthew is coming over, but I think he said he was going to come by and we can play BB Jund if he comes by. That's a hand of cards. And that is a hand of legacy legal Magic cards. So Pro Babysitter Fund is me. Well, if you want to support the Pro Babysitter Fund and you're not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel, because someone mentioned the stream's kind of taken off since we've been doing Magic full time, and really it has. Like, the reason why I'm looking into getting a babysitter is because we're over 800 sub points right now, which is not, you know, it's not a ton of money, but, like, it's not a small amount of money. So, like, the amount that the stream is making, I can kind of justify going and getting, like, paying for a babysitter, basically, for, you know, the 8 hours a week that my wife isn't home but I want to be streaming. I'm thinking about forcing this. They might be thinking about forcing this. I think if they force this, I'm forcing back. The real question is going to be, I have a little over 700 subscribers. So how sub points work are the bigger subs count for extra sub points. So, like, the people that are $24.99 a month subscribers, for instance, they count for extra sub points for me. Also, for people that are newer to Twitch, you can always guesstimate how many subs a streamer has if you look at their emotes. You can look at how many emotes someone has available to them, and then there's a Twitch guide online that will show you how many subs equals how many emotes. You can kind of predict or guesstimate how many subs an average streamer has. I'm not quite sure we're gonna have enough to get under this hand. We're gonna try, but this Punishing Fire is gonna be a tough nut here. This might be greedy to play this Brainstorm. If we don't hit a land, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Although I guess the burn spells might be enough to finish this game out, huh? I think I don't want this. Well, I probably don't want the Delver under Punishing Fire, right? If we would have hit a land there, we'd have actually gone like land, Chain Lightning you, and then that would be... How much is Matt charging to babysit? Matt actually has an adult job now, so he's working on that. The split card is Rise Fall. Gosh, so we'd have done +5 here. So yeah, if we would have hit a red source there, we'd have basically just ended them. I think I'm going to draw the Gurmag plus cast Ponder next turn, looking for a fetch land. Yeah, links are enabled in chat. That's pretty good. All right, we lost our Ponder. Maybe I should have... I knew about that. I should have hidden the Ponder there. That was a mistake on my part, which could actually cost us this game. That could easily cost us this game. Whiskey/brandy. Oh, they can Chain Lightning back here. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I didn't think about that, chat. Sorry, mistakes were made. Oh, mistakes were made. Oh, God. So they were just, like, super dead if I play the Bolt there instead. Yeah, I just didn't think about that. So two pretty big mistakes here. One, should have kept the Ponder on top of my deck. Two, should have played the Lightning Bolt that turn. Hey, Skip Dash gifted 600 hours of sub. Thanks for that, Skip Dash. I appreciate that. We do have a lot of burn spells in our deck still, right? So we are definitely playing to some outs here. We've still got what, five burn spells in my deck. They do have a Force of Will in their hand. They can, hard cast for 5 mana. That it's a pretty big mistake on my part, though, having played out that Chain Lightning instead of that Lightning Bolt there. It's a shame this is a sorcery. That's pretty good. Go ahead and cast this big fish now. Hey, Xbox Live is down with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Y'all are the reason I'm able to do what I do as often as I do it. If they force this, I get to Chain Lightning them, which is nice. And they can't force it pitching a card because they're at 1. This is the matchup that Price of Progress is in the board for. It's good against lands too, but this is really the matchup that, like, you look at your sideboard and go, this is where the Price of Progresses come in. This is also a matchup where like Gurmag Angler is really good. Like this deck is just like mono creatures that die to Punishing Fire. So like having access to Gurmag Angler is pretty huge here. You think this is a trim some forces, trim some Dazes matchup? You bring in these Pierces and these Flusterstorms. Grim Lavamancer is probably fine too, actually. So, Chain Lightning doesn't redirect, it copies the spell. So my Chain Lightning still resolves. So, when you can pay red for Chain Lightning, you redirect it back. You can actually play Magic Online through Wine, which is how I'm playing it, so you don't need Windows to play Magic Online. You could just play it natively on your whatever it's called, on your OS X. Do I tailor on one? Yeah, I'm gonna tailor on one since I drew another tailor. This lets me get in damage in case they have Punishing Fire too. They chose to shuffle last turn, so they kept one land cantrip here and they might miss. They might miss. Moto barely works. To be fair, Wine has all of the Magic Online bugs that Magic Online has on Windows. So it still leaks memory, it still randomly locks up. Alright, better lucky than good. Super lucky. Super lucky. This deck has such good getcha value. Such good getcha value. They don't have double red, so let's blast this off. For a long time, it didn't work at all. For a very, very long time, it didn't work at all. Yeah, they're dead next turn, right? Bolt you, Fireblast you. I'm gonna play this land out just in case they have Daze in their deck. So let's do the summary here. I have talked a lot of times about how I don't think Burn is a very good deck in Legacy. I think this archetype, this is the good Burn deck in Legacy. And like this version is doing something kind of cute with the inclusion of Vial Smasher and Gurmag Angler. Blue-red Delver Burn is a real Legacy deck that's competitive. So if you like the Burn-like archetype and you don't have budget restrictions, you should play the blue-red Delver deck. You just like replace these cards with like main deck Price of Progresses, and you gain access to basic lands over some of these duels. That being said, I really liked Gurmag Angler and Vial Smasher in this deck. I thought it was really sweet. Gurmag Angler just being like this random 5/5 is just very good in Legacy. Like there's a reason why Grixis Delver generally plays a couple copies of this card. It's this 1-mana threat, and then like we never got to do big damage with Vial Smasher, but like Vial Smasher making Fireblast a 10-ball and Gurmag Angler a 7-ball, like that's kind of great. It's kind of awesome, really. This is a burn deck that has access to Daze and Force and Flusterstorm and Spell Pierce. It's a burn deck that doesn't get run over by the combo decks that are faster than it, essentially. So if you're looking for a really aggressive deck to play in Legacy, I think this is genuinely the best aggressive archetype the format has to offer in terms of like a true like aggressive or burn style deck. I would definitely want to explore Vial Smasher Gurmag Angler more, but just keep in mind that most of the Vial Smashers in paper are going to be marked and unplayable because of the WotC cardstock quality curling issues. That's just how it is. So I don't, if if I could have playable Vial Smashers, I would probably work on this deck some more and add it to the short list of decks I'm considering playing for Cincinnati next month, but I don't realistically think I'm going to be able to get playable Vial Smashers, so I'm not going to spend more time working on this deck list. Which is sad, right? Like, that's how sad is that commentary? Wizards of the Coast's actual only job is designing and printing cardboard, and they can't even print cardboard correctly. At any rate, thank you everyone for watching. This was just going to be a short morning stream, because I wanted to, people had bumped this up the donation queue, so I wanted to make sure we got this in today. This afternoon, about 1:30, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, we'll be live with my normal Friday afternoon stream. That's going to be a nice long stream, so I'll be back then. Thank you for watching. I think we're going to do a bunch more Modern this afternoon, so we got a bunch of that in the queue as well. So thank you for the support. As always, folks, y'all are the reason I'm able to do what I do as often as I do subs, so thank you, and I'll catch y'all this afternoon.